Welcome to the first episode of JangaVoice. I'm Somaguyo, climate change and DRR expert. I'm co-founder and CEO JangaVoice. Alongside with me is Mr. Hassan, who is a co-founder and technical lead JangaVoice. He's also a software engineer. So JangaVoice empowers vulnerable grassroots communities in disaster preparedness and response through providing timely early warning information.
Thank you, Somo. We are so excited to kick this off and share the story behind JangaVoice, how it started, and the impact it's already having. This podcast is a space for meaningful conversations about disaster preparedness, climate change, and community resilience. So let us dive in by sharing what JangaVoice is and why we believe it is so important.
Thank you so much, Hassan. Indeed, this is a very useful platform for passionate people on creating changes in terms of resilience and of course in their communities. And Janga Voice is Janga Voice comes from two words, Janga and Voice. Janga is a Swahili name for disaster. It's a Swahili name meaning disaster in English. And of course, voice is now, it represents the cry of the vulnerable communities before the onset of disaster. Generally, JangaVoice is a platform, it's a system that include mobile app, USSD, system, and of course, dedicated website. And what JangaVoice do is it bridges the gap between the community and disaster response organization and team. And JangaVoice give platform for vulnerable grassroots communities to report early detection of multi-hazard. And what JangaVoice does, it gives platform for communities, grassroots communities, through mobile app, and of course the USSD system, the SMS system, where communities can give early detection of multi-hazards such as drought, conflict, flash flood, extreme temperatures, human disease, livestock disease, pest, locust infestation from community level. So this information reaches, disaster response team or even the disaster response organizations for it to have, effective response, timely response. So what JangaVoice does, it gives, as I've said, it gives platform for the vulnerable communities. Secondly, JangaVoice also give platform for stakeholders now, relevant stakeholders who engage in disaster risk reduction project, NGOs, county government, national government, private companies, even community organizations. So the information now now the stakeholders uses JangaVoice system to receive this update from community level so that they can act on it. But it also give another tier of a permission for these organizations to directly disseminate, give informations targeted and customized early warning informations and advisories now to grassroots communities through JangaVoice system. So generally, JangaVoice uh, give platform for these two stakeholders, as in community and institutions, making disaster response and preparedness quite efficient, effective, and timely. So generally, that is what JangaVoice does.
Exactly, Mr. Somo. What set us apart is the two-way communication. Most systems just give warnings, but JangaVoice allows community to report what they are experiencing on the ground in real time. It's not just technology, it's about creating a dialogue between the people and the system. JangaVoice is designed with simplicity in mind, ensuring anyone can use it with ease, whether it is through our mobile app, website, or SMS. Our multi-platform capability ensures accessibility for everyone. And compared to other early warning systems, our strength lies in the community engagement and real-time data collection, making disaster response more accurate and inclusive. With JangaVoice, we are not just sharing information, we are building connections and empowering actions.
Oh, great. Yeah. Great to understand now, the comparison between the existing early warning system in Kenya, and of course what JangaVoice offers. And of course, disaster risk management is kind of a collective aspect. Now, for us, JangaVoice, we come to complement existing government institutions, existing government early warning system, so that we can also help, because it is a collective thing. Because disaster, as climate change, worsen, as impact of climate change worsen, we expect also disasters to be more frequent and severe. And of course, such platforms like Younger Voice, which help us, which help governments to help them to address such issues. I think to me it's not even a competitive edge, but it's also a complement for government institutions. And it kind of complements the existing system, existing framework at community, at county level, at community level, and at national level. And the story behind the development of Younger Voice. uh, Jungle Voice is a real struggle. The Jungle Voice system innovation came from a real struggle that us as a pastor, and one of the key challenges we came to know and we came to interact with is that you know vulnerable groups at community level, that is women, children, and also other vulnerable groups, or even at grassroots level, there is a limited reach of early warning informations from institutions like NDMA, National Drought Management Authority, disaster response team. And what happened is that, like for instance, let me give you an example. Uh, National Drought Management Authority (NDMA) works in 23 arid and semi-arid regions, counties in Kenya, and one of the key, it's quite an important aspect, the component they handle is short rain and long rain assessment. And and I usually follow their monthly bulletins. And one of the key advisories you could find in their pages for the drought bulletins is actually what is meant for the grassroots community. Like they can tell through their monthly bulletin, they can advise communities in Marsabit County, uh, a place like Ileret, which is quite even almost 400 kilometers from Marsabit town. Marsabit town. That monthly bulletin can advise such people in those areas, in the grassroots areas, in terms of where they should graze their livestock, where they should avoid in terms of the conflict, and where they should the presence of water point, even how to preserve their resources, how to preserve their resources. And this information is generally shared at county steering groups. County steering group is at headquarter now, at the county headquarter, where only now the stakeholders, now the institutions who undertake disaster risk reduction programs are given the information. But the real people who the information should reach are being left out. You understand? This is so because there's no such platform where communities, where such information can be disseminated, or it can be sent, can be shared to communities. Younger Boys can come in to give these organizations like NDMA, Kenya Methodological Department, and county departments a platform where they can share this targeted information, targeted and tailored and custom-made information to this grassroots. So, and by doing this, what JangaVoice does is it will help, save on lives, save more lives that can be taken by disasters. It also help in protecting, livelihoods, like Drought. During drought, you can find like Marsabit in 2022 drought. According to a research, it said that almost 273,000 livestock were taken by the famine, the drought, the previous drought. And I think such a trauma can be escaped by having such a platform that can address such issues. You understand? And also, uh, generally, I think this has created a lot of. For example, national media went to illiterate sometimes back in 2022, and they documented they showed a documentary on how malnutrition issues around hunger is being killing people in illiterate. You can find a family losing almost four children because of acute malnutrition, because of you can also find according to the documentary that they released, people relying on the stem of a tree. You understand? And and national media is an institution which sits in Nairobi. If a system like JangaVoice could have existed, even this community can even report such vulnerabilities and exposure, so that response team can act. And one of the advantage of JangaVoice, it's not just giving information to now the stakeholders. What it does, stakeholders uses this information also to mobilize for resources. You understand, even for donors to give you a support, for institution to give you a support in terms of for even well wishers to give you a support for such vulnerability. There should be a data. So Janga Boys will also give data for these institutions, so that they can resource mobilize for response, effective and efficient and timely response.
We are working towards integrating advanced technologies like machine learning and artificial intelligence to analyze climate and disaster data. This will allow us to predict future disaster possibilities and identify trends in climate change. Governments and organizations can use these insights to make informed decisions, allocate resources effectively, and implement proactive measures to safeguard vulnerable communities.
Great, and in fact, I'm quite moved by the enormous future that Janga Voice holds, because uh, you know I think the issues around climate change is quite. I'll hope we have a time so that we can discuss the nexus between climate change and disaster. And today what we want to do is just giving the snapshot of what Janga Voice is. And for Janga Voice also, we target existing structures within the community, within the government, within the NGOs, and of course national government. What we do is we work with existing structures at community level, that is CHVs, community health volunteers, community world climate change planning committees, drought monitors at the community level, and of course water resource users at community level. So we work with existing structures. This is so because uh, we want Younger Voice to have sustainability, and one of the component of sustainability is we target existing structures. Like some of these structures has been there for a while, over years, and others in fact, others are legal. Like what climate change planning committees in 47 counties in Kenya is being formed under the uh, County Climate Change Act. Like I know for Marsabit County, we have Marsabit County Climate Change Fund Act of 2020, which establishes the World Climate Change Planning Committees. So because of the sustainability of Janga Voice, we target existing structure at community level. And as we also alluded that Janga Voice is a simple, it's user friendly tool, and we target these existing structures because they have also basic capacity, basic knowledge of handling, a mobile app interface, which is quite even user friendly. And for others who don't have access to mobile app, we also JangaVoice has also put forward the USSD, the SMS part, and at now the organization level, we will work. JangaVoice work with the existing structures and existing disaster risk reduction framework like NDMA and Kenya Meteorological Department and also county departments, because we have county department of DRR department, disaster risk reduction, water department, agriculture department, livestock department, and one of the key issues also Kenya is also struggling with is because we've said JangaVoice encompasses multi-hazards, meaning several hazards. One of the key hazards is conflict. So through JangaVoice, communities can crimes, report crimes, can report conflict hotspot area. So in fact, we will also partner with institutions like Interior, National Interior, in terms of now the conflict, because it also play a greater role on in the crime rate control in conflict resolution system, and of course one of the other key interface, and this one is now for specifically for arid and semi-arid counties or arid and semi-arid region. Within now JangaVoice mobile app, we have interface where communities can report breakdown of boreholes or status of water sources like dam. If dam is being silted, is the silting level is quite high, communities can report this through JangaVoice mobile app or USSD, so that relevant stakeholders can act on it. Uh, uh, an impact, an effect of a silted dam could be communities could not have a good storage capacity for water. So and this also has a direct relation to disaster, like drought. If during drought communities do not have access to water, what will happen? Issues to access. There's issues around sanitation and hygiene, which is quite instrumental. There's issues around livestock not accessing water. Even human being do not access basic water for drinking, and so I think this is a interconnected aspect. So JangaVoice provide a platform for this for this for communities to report on I'll give you, for instance, I'll give you an example of Marsabit County. At Department of Water, we have BRRT, Borehole Rapid Response Unit team, BRRT. This BRRT, they are a standby staff at the county department, at county water department, who respond to borehole breakdown across the county. And one of the key challenges they currently go through is now how they can get important information like ball breakdown in a place like Ileret, in a place like Gatab, in a place like these are so far remote areas, and you could find a place, a community can stay a week or two without a ball attended to. Can you imagine what kind of water sources this community could be using? And if we interrogate it further, such instances also will have impact on other aspect. Probably it will have impact on ministry hygiene, because women will not have access to water for ministry hygiene. You understand? And it will also lead to even gender violence. You could find women because we are pastoralist patriarchal community, and women are the ones who go far places like 10 kilometer, 15 kilometer to look for water, to search for water. And during this traveling, issues around the gender violence, issues around rape cases rises.
One of the key features of JangaVoice is its ability to function seamlessly even in areas with limited internet connectivity. When a user doesn't have access to the internet, the system caches the information directly on their phone. Once the user regains connectivity, the data is automatically synchronized with the system. Additionally, JangaVoice is designed to be lightweight and highly efficient, ensuring that data transfer requires only minimal network resources. Even with low bandwidth, users can submit a report quickly and reliable. This makes JangaVoice not just powerful, but also practical for use in remote and underserved areas.
I think for also what JangaVoice does, this information is being shared. This information is being shared to relevant stakeholders. For instance, if information on conflict is being shared from the community, the information is directly linked to, Department of Cohesion and Interior. If information on drought is being shared, the information is directly linked to National Drought Management Authority. If information on human disease is being shared, the information is directly channeled to Department of Health, County Department. If information on livestock disease is being shared from the community, the information is directly channeled to, you know, what it means is that information is directly channeled to relevant stakeholders that is mandated to handle that hazards, probably, you know that hazards, what JangaVoice does. And one of the key achievements for JangaVoice currently is that we've participated in hackathon in 12th during the International Youth Day, and we emerged among the winners for that. And also, Younger Voice also was considered. Its current is was considered for climate hacker lab competition organized by United Nation Fund program, United Nation Population Fund, UNFPA, and we've currently copyrighted the JangaVoice system, and we've patented JangaVoice system, and we are currently piloted JangaVoice system in Clearwater in Marsabit County, and the feedback we are getting from the stakeholders and the communities is quite fantastic. And we have developed JangaVoice for 47 counties. People are very willing to share their vulnerabilities, and exposure. And of course, we have developed JangaVoice for 47 counties. We are starting it piloting in Marsabit County, and we intend to scale to other regions of Kenya. And if you are passionate about creating, resilience in your community through your organizations, as a volunteer, as a government agency, we are asking we are asking you to help work with us and support us in any means you can, in terms of even partnering with us to pilot out this JangaVoice system in other areas, probably in other regions of Kenya, uh, for us to reach out to other people. And of course, we are two here today, but for JangaVoice team, we have an enormous team behind us. We are asking you as a partners to come on board and work with us, and of course, kindly follow us on social media.
Thank you for joining us on this journey with JangaVoice. Together we can create safer, more resilient communities. Don't forget to stay connected. Follow us on social media for the latest updates, stories, and innovations. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Let's make a difference one voice at a time.